Hi everyone, welcome back to Astro Sun Gazer. I'm your host Carrie, also known as Painted Night Owl Feather. I am coming here today to do the astrological tarot report for November 2016. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you everyone so much for welcoming me into your home and welcoming me into your heart. I really appreciate all the love and affection I've gotten since I started doing these. It really means a lot to me. Probably one of the reasons why I held back quite a long time from doing them was, everybody wants to be received well. So I put my fears aside, and it's been a wonderful blessing since I started this, and I'm going to continue. On to that exciting stuff I've got going on. Let me tell you, the energy is just pumping up. But number one, thank you for the beautiful soul that wrote on my um, comments about the deck that I was using. This is a picture of DNA. I hope you can see this much better now. This is by James Wanless, and it's called the Voyager deck. And I'm super excited because I made contact with him. He was so nice and so helpful, and actually offered to send me the book. So I'm just thrilled to death that I got to meet with him, and that also leads me to, it's just one of the most important things is to say thank you to everybody out there. So before I get too far into what I've got going on, a big shout out to Astro. They welcomed me. You can go to astrojar.com. Some of the best readers are on there. They're so much fun, and they're so vibrant and wonderful, and I really enjoy all the readings and everybody that's attached to that. It's growing every day. So also a shout out to Marie Moore. I'm in partnership with her in Astro Jar through Minopon. So look them up on YouTube. They're wonderful. I can't even tell you. I'm about to jump out of my skin excited to be even thinking, the beginnings of collaborating with these people, because they're wonderful and they're so enlightening, and they've helped me so much, and they've helped me grow. And that's what we're all here to do, is just to help one another grow. So anyway, the next thing I wanted to tell you about, which is so super exciting, since I opened this door and decided that I would step through this Astro Tarot journey and bring my gifts out and start sharing them. I also had the pleasure of having a good friend of mine who's very spiritually enlightened, and I love her. I've known her since I was a child. She came in for a visit out of town, and when she came, I said I wanted to use my child's play cards, and I had gotten this new deck, and I hadn't really played with it much, but I had the feeling that I wanted to use it on her. So I opened it up and brought it out, and she said, "Oh, that's funny. That looks like a friend of mine that's in a group of mine, a group that I'm in on Facebook." And it looked like her artwork. Well, sure enough, it was the great Paulina Cassidy of all people. I can't even tell you how excited I got. I mean, thrilling. And I'll have to cut this deck because I'm going to pull this card and show it to you. But this is the back of her cards, but this is the front of her card. Will you look at the imagery? Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Yes, I love her artwork. I have always loved her artwork. Just phenomenal, just phenomenal. So actually maybe because that was on the top of the deck, we'll keep that one as the overlying energies for this particular intro, because it's temperance. It's basically speaking to all of us. We have to be tempered, right? Um, Pottery doesn't become fine china until it's been fired in a certain way, and I think that's kind of what we're going through. So maybe that was a message from her, temperance for all of us to measure everything we've got going on. But I am going to put it back in the deck. Anyway, very exciting. Today I am going to be doing a reading for each of the signs. I decided that it was nice to do the one video, probably a little easier on me, but Everybody's been so wonderful with me, and I felt like it's Halloween, and I'm not going to go out and trick or treating or anything like that. We're going to probably hand out candy here, but that's about it. So I thought, well, might as well do a bigger reading for everybody. It is pretty heavy, thick, sticky energy. I did notice when I was shuffling my cards earlier, I smudged them and I crystalled all of them, and I pre-shuffled everything so that we can um, get some nice, clear energy because I know everything's so thick and so sketchy. So I noticed that with the cards that they were really having a hard time shuffling. They the energy is just thick and heavy. So I just gave these a quick reshuffle, and maybe that temperance card will come back up for somebody. Maybe it won't. Anyway, happy Halloween, everyone. This is your intro, and I'm going to go ahead and get going with everybody's video. Um, have a great day. Enjoy this month. Try to dig deep and do the work that we all have to do to get this earth back on track to where we can live abundantly with it instead of against it. So that's the message of the day, and I wanted to use the word Minnetonka with you also, in case you don't know what Minnetonka is. It's great water, and water is consciousness. So we're in a battle for it out in the Dakotas, but we're in a battle for it all over the world, and we all need to come together, band together, brothers and sisters as one, and bring the light back to this earth. Hi, Cancer. How are you today? I'm just gonna scoot over here. Have some happy Halloween. I've got your cards here. I'm ready to go. I've got everything shuffled and everything, and it's very exciting today. I wonder how my crabalicious crabs are doing today. What cards want to come out? Exciting, exciting stuff. Lots of heavy energy right now, but we're doing the best we can, aren't we? Welcome to November 2016. Okay, the first card we have. I'm so excited about this. First card that we have is your card, the Moon. Oh, all you beautiful, mushy Cancer people. This new moon's going to be a doozy. You're going to feel it. You're feeling it right now. The moon's at 21 degrees right now as I'm recording this in Scorpio. So with the moon, when the moon moves, you move. So emotionally, when the world moves, Cancers move. And the good news is we're moving for the better. Aspiration is your second card. So you're aspiring to something. There's something that you want. There's a place you want to reach for. There's something in this world that you have been really reaching for. You've been really grounded and positive and strong. And you've held the four corners of your own self, all by yourself, too. I know so many Cancers, really. I'm a Cancer rising, Cancer moon, so I take this very emotionally. This card's like, yes, I've been holding it. I've been holding it for a long time. But you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel because just the fact that you can do that is amazing. So the next card is the Harvest. How about that? Welcome to November. It's time to cash in. Time to look at everything you got and decide where you're going with all that. There's a little squirrel there at the bottom. Let's see. You squirreled all your nuts away now. Now it's time to break them all out and get through winter. So you've been working hard emotionally to ground yourself, it looks like, but to reach for the parts of yourself that need healing. You reach into the heavens to become whole. And it's time to cash in on that. So, hey, I like it. It's the harvest. I say cash in, but I don't really believe in money. I think it's more to be in the state of receiving abundance, right? Receiving abundance for the hard work that you have done. You start to see maybe some traction, some things starting to move. You've got the Four of Wands. You want to build a new foundation. You want to, you know, you want to put your heart, sweat, and tears into something that's going to grow. That's rooted with a platform that can withstand. The next card we have is the Fool, and you don't care how you have to do it, and you don't care if you make a fool out of yourself. I know different readers read that differently, but the Fool to me means just having reckless abandon, not really caring what anybody thinks or says. Just going out on your own little journey, and whatever anybody thinks is fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. You don't care who wants to go with you, if anybody's by your side, if anybody understands what anybody thinks. Um, the Cancer is left to his own devices at this point. Good. Go, Cancer, go. Do it your way. Because you have the Page of Wands. So that's great. What are you going to do? You know? You've got a fire in your belly. You've got a dragon underneath your feet. You're raising that wand and saying, onward ho, this is the way we go. This is what we want. This is where the fun is. This is where this is where we get to do what we do. It's time. Because really, you can hear messages from your angels. You're highly psychic. I mean, Cancers just naturally have that ability, and it didn't get wiped away. You know, they're programmed to receive from higher realms, and maybe not all signs have that level or that depth of connection to spirit. Everybody has the moon in their chart anyway, so we all are capable of it. But what I mean to say is, I think that the Cancers can tune into other realms very easily if they choose to. And you know, the angels want you to spend some time with your friends. You know, enjoy the company of others. You know, enjoy your buddies. You've got some good friends. And they're funny, and they're silly, and they're different than you, and you accept them. And it's a good exercise for everybody to, if we all looked at each other and just said, hey, you're my buddy, and I accept you, and it's wonderful, even if you're different than me, wouldn't that be a wonderful world? Yeah, your friends care about you, and they want to see you happy. So spend time with them. Ah, Archangel Michael is the next angel card. So call upon him. He wants to be there for you. He wants to help cut out anything that doesn't serve you. Do a Google search on Archangel Michael. Look around at what the look around online and try to see what calls to you. There's probably some messages he's trying to get through to you. You know, I get the feeling he wants to help you with some communication. Just keeps like seeing these blue wings on him, and they're really standing out. And blue symbolizes communication, so maybe he wants to have some communication with you, and or for you. You can heal things as well. So if there's things that you need to say to somebody that you know don't want to say, maybe ask Archangel Michael to deliver those messages for you. I mean, I couldn't have done this myself. This is all spirit. Okay, so the next card from the fairies is the Moon card. Spend time in your true nature. Oh my goodness. I love this. This is just amazing. You know, I'm so happy for Cancer. They really, like I showed you earlier, they were really holding up the world. The next card after that is the Dreamer. And then, of course, the Star. Okay. So the three of these cards definitely go together from the fairies. Embrace your inner world. Okay? It says powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of the situation. You know, yes, you're gonna hear messages. You're gonna have powerful messages that are going to enlighten you. And the Dreamer card says, embrace your true purpose, rejoice in a new adventure, trust yourself. And then the Star says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes bring relief from challenging times. I mean, you've been holding up all that. Oh, Cancer, you've been holding us all up for so long. And it's time for you to break the shackles of what's been holding you back and holding you down and not making your life so much fun. It's time to enjoy your friends and get out and go and do. And the energy is probably releasing. Cancers have Pluto and Mars in Capricorn in opposite house. So, whatever's been moved had to go, and it's serving you well already. And I'm really happy to see that, and I think there's no place better to be than the two cards in this reading um, showing at the top of the reading and at the end of the reading here, the Moon card. Okay? Like you are standing out. You win. I want to say. Like, you win because you're the most authentic you that you can be. You're always authentic. You're always true. You don't change that. And you're not going to. You're going to be abundant from being authentic and true to yourself and listening to your higher wisdom and your higher knowledge. And that's amazing, Cancer. I'm really happy to see that for you because I know it's been challenging emotional times the last few years, and now maybe with Jupiter at 11 degrees in Libra, we're finally getting this little bit of a relief to the emotional self. And the Mars and Pluto, maybe we're being a little more assertive. Maybe we're instead of trying to sugarcoat everything for everybody, maybe we are telling people to kiss our ass. Like, hey, if that's what they need, and that's where um, we're getting trampled on and we've been hurt so much and we haven't received any of the, uh, we didn't get hardly any blessings from Jupiter in Cancer a couple years ago. So we kind of got ripped off, so to speak. But um, it's okay because we held power strong, and now it's our time to be illuminated. And we also have the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury in Scorpio. And the Sun's at 8 degrees, the Moon's at 21, and Mercury's at 11. So um, combining Mercury and Scorpio with 11 at 11 degrees with Jupiter in Libra, it's like where we're going. We're going towards the divine. And so tuning in is going to be really important this next month. To your higher wisdom, you have all the answers, and you're going to be richly rewarded for doing it. So the star is yours, the universe is yours. You have 36 facets, 36 different ways that you can do things. All the probabilities are open up to you, Cancer. So have a great November. I'm excited to hear. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave, a couple questions in there, and I'll try to get to them. I'm excited to be here and excited to be part of Astro Jar, like I said in the beginning of the reading. So if you have any questions, my Cancer brothers and sisters, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know how you're doing. Have a great month.